So today's video is a full face of makeup from Target. I've been wanting to do another full face of drugstore makeup, but I thought I would switch things up and do makeup that you can only find at Target. Well, you can find some of these brands at several other places, not just at Target, but for example, the brand Well People, that's specific to Target, and actually this isn't a drugstore price, but you know, it's like with all the other drugstore stuff, so it counts. But even though you can find some of these products at other places, you can find all of these things at Target, and some of these are like Target exclusives, and I thought it would be a fun idea to just do a full face of makeup found at Target. I'm using a ton of drugstore products. I have some Makeup Geek stuff here, and the majority of these things are products that I really stand by and that I love so much. And then a couple of these other things I'm trying out for the first time. So yeah, if you want to see how to get this look, then just keep watching. Okay, so I usually do my eyes first, and I have a feeling I should do my eyes first, but we're not gonna do that. I'm gonna go ahead and start off with my face makeup, why not? And to prime the skin, I'm gonna use my NYX Hydra Touch Oil Primer. This primer is really similar to the Smashbox Oil Primer. It actually comes in like the same type of packaging, and it's pretty much identical. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of that, or maybe not a little bit, I'm gonna add a lot of bit of that because I have very dry skin. If you have oily skin, I would just use a little bit of this, or maybe go with a different primer. Actually, I would love to know, do any of you out there use this primer and have oily skin? I'd love to know if you actually enjoy it, or if it makes you too greasy, but I love it. I swear, every time I see my face with this shine, I get excited. Never looks like this. I wish I had oily skin. And I know all of you out there are like, oh no, you don't wish that. Trust me, I wish that. You guys with oily skin age better. A lot more gracefully, not so many wrinkles. I'm jealous. For foundation, I'm going in with one of my favorite foundations from the drugstore. I would say this is like top 5 for me at the drugstore. It's amazing. This is the L'Oreal Infallible foundation, and I'm in the shade Vanilla. I love that this foundation gives you really good coverage, but also manages to look natural on the skin. It just always looks so skin-like, but it lasts forever. And I'm applying that with my IT Cosmetics number 77 brush. This is like an Ulta exclusive, I believe. So sorry about that. It's not a Target brush. It really is long wearing, super comfortable, and I love it. I love this foundation. Okay, so as you can see, this foundation, especially with this primer, I have never tried out this combo before, and I really like it. My face looks a little bit dewier than it normally does because this foundation on its own gives me like a nice natural satin finish, and now I'm kind of dewy and I'm living for it. I just absolutely love how this wears, and I highly recommend it. For a concealer though, I'm using something I have never used before. I've actually never used this brand, and I got a couple things from this brand because it's only sold at Target, I think. But this is from the brand Well People, and I've seen it at Target several times, but was just never interested in it until I decided to do this video. So I thought, why not? Is my foundation too dark? Anyway, this is the BioCorrect Multi-Action Concealer. It's a high-impact mousse formula. Oh, I usually don't like it's a mousse formula, but we'll see. Powered by organic botanicals, caffeine depuffs. Ooh, it has caffeine. I'm excited. And biopeptide complex firms. Okay. The pomegranate brightens. Aloe soothes, shea hydrates. I love aloe. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay. So I usually don't like concealers that come in like these little squeezy tubes, but I'm just gonna put some on the back of my hand and then like go in like that. I'm also gonna take this on my eye to use as a primer. So I'm just gonna tap that with my finger, and then I'll go over it with a brush in a second. I just wanted to use the warmth of my fingers to really tap it on. Since it said it had like a mousse formula, I wanted it to like melt into the skin better. Okay, and then I'm just gonna take my Tarte angled brush, also not sold at Target. I mean, I know I have a dewy base underneath, but that concealer is pretty dewy, right? My under eyes look so refreshed and hydrated and moist. Why are my eyes watering? Do not start sneezing, Kathleen. This is not the time. Okay, I'm just gonna take some on my brush and go on my nose a bit, between my brows, because I have my little birthmark here, and then some on my chin. Then I'm gonna take some more and just see if I can add more coverage and how it builds. So because this is a dewier concealer, which I'm not mad at it, I really like that, especially the older I get. But I definitely have to set this down, and of course that's gonna kill the dew, but I feel like this concealer is gonna crease pretty badly, so I wanna make sure I set it like right now. I'm gonna take my Maybelline Loose Fit Me Powder, one of my faves, and I'm gonna look up and set that down. Also set my eyelid. Oh my gosh, I think I really like that concealer. I feel like it gave me full coverage and it looks really natural. Okay, oh my god. Super cute braid, Kathleen. I'm gonna go fix this, hold on. I am loving my base right now, and it doesn't even feel too tacky, and all I did was set underneath the eyes. But this foundation just sets so nicely that even with the oil primer underneath, I don't feel too sticky, and I look so natural. I love it, but I feel like everything is super covered. I'm into it. I'm into this a lot. I'm gonna continue to use this because I think I love it. Okay, so I'm actually gonna just go ahead and start on my eyes now. I wanted to buy a few Makeup Geek products from Target because they are now sold at Target, and I think that's amazing. I'm so happy for you, Marlena. I feel like a lot of people don't really use Makeup Geek that much anymore, and I'm guilty of that, and they're so amazing and still such an affordable brand, and their formulas are really nice. So I wanted to pick up a couple of Makeup Geek things, and I picked up this eyeshadow at Target. This is the Summer Surprise eyeshadow palette, and you get 4 shades. You get Shimma Shimma, Summer Lovin', Peach Smoothie, and Inner Peace, which these 2 are shades that I used to use all the time. So I'm really excited. These little palettes just remind me of MAC, but Makeup Geek shadows are better than MAC in my opinion. So I don't exactly know what I'm gonna do yet. Pretty sure it's gonna be something simple, something everybody can achieve. I don't want this video to be too long, and since it's not like a step-by-step tutorial or anything, I'm just gonna do my eyes while I play some music, and I won't speed it up too much or I won't make it go too fast so you can see what I'm actually doing, but let's do it. Okay, so this is not the direction I thought I was gonna go in. It just happened. And now I have crap all over my under eyes, which is why I always do my eyes first. Damn it. How do I fix this mess? I'll be right back. Okay, so I just looked in my eyeliner drawer and I could not find an eyeliner from Target. Like, what? How do I not have any eyeliners from Target? Just use whatever eyeliner you have at home. I'm gonna use the Essence Extreme Lasting Eye Pencil. This is from Ulta. But it's still affordable, it's still drugstore. Just use whatever black eyeliner you have at home. I actually wanted like a blue eyeliner, like the eyeshadow, but I don't have any, so we're gonna go with this. Well, I don't have any drugstore ones, but we're gonna go with black. Okay, now I'm gonna take a little bit of the Inner Peace eyeshadow with my tiny little T65 brush from the Makeup Shack, and I'm just gonna add a smoky liner underneath. Okay, so when I was fixing up my concealer underneath, I accidentally rubbed off my inner corner highlight. This eyeshadow is amazing. I feel like it's one of the most reflective eyeshadows ever. It's so blinding, but so pretty to highlight. Okay, I'm gonna curl my lashes. And now I'm going in with a new mascara I just recently bought at Target. of course. And this is another product I haven't tried out yet. This is the No. 7 Lash Extender. It's their Infinite Lash Length and Volume Mascara. And I've used a couple of things from this brand that I really like, so let's see. Okay, so as I'm applying this mascara, I can already tell it's not my favorite. I mean, it looks nice, but the formula is like very, very soft. And I don't feel like it's building up a whole lot. Like, it just doesn't feel dry enough. Is that weird? You know what? Let me do like everything and then I'll come back. Okay, I lied. I don't hate the mascara. Actually, I think it makes my eyes look pretty insane when it comes to volume. Like, they look really thick. They just don't look super long, and this claims to be lengthening and volumizing, but I think it's just because I'm so used to my Marc Jacobs primer. I feel like if I put my Marc Jacobs primer underneath this, it would change the game and it would make it like extra long. So I don't hate this. I actually like it. I think my lower lashes look really good too, and I'm gonna continue to use this. The only thing is that it was like a softer formula, and I know a lot of people like a softer formula because it's not so crunchy and crispy on your lashes. So you might really like this. I'm not mad at it. I like it. Okay, so now we're gonna finish up the face now that the eyes are totally done. I'm gonna take this Well People Bio Base Baked Foundation in No. 4 Medium Neutral. And I know this is a powder foundation, so I probably shouldn't use it on top of my foundation, but I just wanna put it on. I bought it, I thought I was gonna use it. I didn't end up using it, but now I wanna use it. So I'm gonna take my ColourPop F13 brush and dip it in this. And I'm just gonna kind of like dust this on my foundation. I want to see how it looks. To be honest, I can't really see a difference. This foundation already has pretty full coverage, so I don't think it's like covering up anymore. I just think it's like setting my foundation down, but it doesn't look dry. It doesn't look like I'm applying a lot of powder. I think it's nice. Obviously, I'm going to use it completely on its own to see how it works as a powder foundation, because I'm now interested in this Well People brand after trying out that concealer. But this was good to use to just set down the area where I'm about to put bronzer, so that it doesn't skip or anything like that. Now I'm gonna take my Equal Tools big powder brush and I'm gonna dip it into the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula. And this is their original shade. It's just called Bronzer. I love this bronzer. It is so amazing. You can like contour with it, or you can really just bronze up the skin, give you a nice J-Lo glow. I love it. No matter how many other bronzers I try, I always go back to my Butter Bronzer. It's epic. For blush, I'm going in with another Makeup Geek product. This is the Makeup Geek blush in the shade Bliss. I used to love this blush like back in the day when it first came out. I remember when they were like in the round compacts. Do you remember when Makeup Geek had their little round blushes? Oh. But I used to love this blush so much. It's a really pretty matte peach, but it's not a chalky matte. I really, really like this color, and I feel like it matches perfectly with the peachiness I have going on my lids. So I'm gonna take my Makeup Geek 122 brush. I just love this blush. I love peach blushes. They're amazing. And you guys know I'm like very into blush these days. I think this is a really, really pretty color. And then for highlight, I'm actually gonna take the Shimma Shimma eyeshadow from the Makeup Geek quad, and I'm gonna use that as my highlight. And I know it's super, super intense, so you have to be very careful with this guy, but it's such a stunning highlight shade. Why not use it on the face, you know? And then it could all like tie together with my inner corners. So I'm gonna take a little bit of that on my little Makeup Forever brush, and I'm gonna apply a very light layer of this because it is pretty white based. Like, it's a very light highlight, and I don't want it to look like a white stripe on my cheek, even though it's super intense and it will. So I'm trying to not apply too much. Take a little bit on my nose. And then to really melt everything into the skin, I'm gonna take this brand new setting spray that I just recently bought. It was actually a recommendation from my friend Stephanie. I was at her house and she was like, you need to try this mist. It's super fine and very, very dewy. And I was like, very fine, very dewy. Sounds like I would love it. And then I tried it at her house and my skin looked so glowy and beautiful, and it was amazing because I had put my makeup on like at 10 o'clock in the morning, and we had a birthday party we were at. We were there all day and it was very, very hot. I was very sweaty. And then we had the Chayanne concert to go to at the end of the night, and I didn't have time to like redo my makeup. So I just kind of like touched up a little bit and then applied this all over my face, and it just made everything melt into the skin and look brand new again. I was really into it. So I picked up the little bottle. They have a bigger one, but I have way too many setting sprays. I don't need the big bottle. But look how fine this is. Look. Oh my god, that's amazing. That is such a fine mist. Oh, by the way, this is the Shake and Glow Dew Mist by L'Oreal. It just feels so heavenly and you feel like you can do this all day. Okay, so a little goes a very long way with this guy. My face is completely dry, but it looks insanely dewy. And I waited a few minutes before I popped back on camera just so it could dry fully. And I love the way it makes my skin look. It has melted all the powders down, and even though it looks crazy dewy, it's not like super sticky or anything. You just have to be careful because if you spray too much, especially around your eyes, you will get some smudging from your eyeshadow because this is a very dewy mist. It is a little bit oily. It doesn't feel like greasy or oily on the skin, but it can smudge your eye makeup if you're not careful. So just make sure you're like not blinking or anything like that when you apply this. But I love that, I love that, I love that, I love that. Now to finish up the lips, I'm gonna go with a very simple lip color, of course. I just feel like I have a lot of intense smokiness going on my eyes, plus with the peachiness, like the peachy blush and stuff. I think our best option is to go with a nude. So I'm gonna take my Rimmel Exaggerate lip liner in the shade Natural. These lip liners are really, really great. They're just a little bit tricky to put on because they kind of have a sticky consistency, but they last all day. I really, really love these lip liners. And then to top it off, I'm gonna go with an old school classic. I haven't used these in forever. This is the NYX Butter Gloss in Creme Brûlée. Do you remember these? Oh my gosh, they're still really, really great glosses. Very easy just to throw in your purse. They're perfect for every day. They're not sticky. They're not too thick. They're just nice everyday glosses. Actually, I don't think this lip color is like peachy enough. Actually, I think it's the lip liner. I'm gonna put a little bit of Maybelline Clay Crush on top of that Rimmel lip liner. I love this color. It has a really nice warm peachy undertone, but it's not too deep and it's not too nude. I love it. And now I'm going back into Creme Brûlée and popping that on top. With just the lip liner, it wasn't peachy enough, you know? And it was a little too light. Okay guys, so that completes this video. This was a full face of makeup from Target, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want me to do similar videos to this, but with other stores, like a full face of Ulta makeup, let me know if you want to see this. But anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I personally really like how the look turned out. It's not anything different or unique, but I really, really like it, and it was super easy to do. So I hope you guys recreate this look. And yeah, that completes this video guys. Thank you so much for watching. I love you so much. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Powdered. Déjame saber. Oh my god.
Over James Charles.
It just uploaded. Ah, crap. I wanted to put on my highlight first. Son of a beat.